This is the Select Board meeting of Tuesday, August 25th, 2020.
Of the United States of America.
Open forum.
Wanted to congratulate Elizabeth Almeida for being named a 2020 Massachusetts heroine. Congratulations, Elizabeth. It's an award well deserved.
WestfordCAT has started producing a short, edited version of our meetings. And so if people want to get a quick catch up on what's going on in town government, you only have 10 or 12 minutes. That's a good way to stay in touch.
Emily Teller is out there.
Thank you to the 6 of you for your support of the Forward into Light project. The rally and the promenade went perfectly. Linda Green is going to post the remarks from the women who spoke on the museum's website. And this particular image here, I would like to ask your permission to put one in front of Town Hall.
Is there a second?
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Continued discussion and actions regarding the new Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee.
The proposed charter is the committee will serve as an advisory committee whose duty is to include advice and recommendations to the Select Board and School Committee. The committee will identify needs around fostering acceptance and valuing diversity and discourage prejudice and discrimination against any person, group, or any other status protected by law. The committee will review town and school policies, procedures, and make recommendations to ensure they advance equity and diversity where the committee has identified deficiencies. The committee will first report to the Select Board and School Committee on the progress of its work by the end of 2020. Proposal here is that we would ask follow-up questions to all the applicants. Include, please detail your involvement with and exposure to one or several of the diverse communities identified in the charter. Please describe any relevant skills or training you have. And what are your top 2 or 3 concerns in the community related to diversity, equity, inclusion, and what are some initial ways you seek to bring positive change?
A motion to accept as shown.
A second.
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye. I would like to say thank you to all of you and also to the comments that we've received over the past weeks. I know it's taken us a while to get here. I think that with the input of everybody and that we really have a really good basis to start from and to work from. We have minutes for approval. Second?
Second. Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye. Town manager's report.
On the recreation department, Jim Duane and I met last week. He has been speaking with Bill Olson. Bill is offering him a couple of classrooms at Millennium. We weren't ready to bring that to you tonight, but there is a program to offer some assistance with people needing childcare after school, during school, before school. He and his staff have really come up with some great ideas on how to handle this. We actually approved the Recycling Commission to apply for a grant to assist with looking at different pay-as-you-throw scenarios, and they did receive that grant. Contracts, with much thanks to Eric and Richie from Acme Waste, our wonderful trash hauler. We just entered a new 3-year contract with him. Jay Tropano for Abbott School Pedestrian Improvement Project. Heimlich Landscaping to provide renovations for the Roland McGillicuddy Playground at Edwards Beach. Purchase orders, Bergeron Protective Clothing LLC for firefighter protective clothing. And Dakin for upgraded air conditioning at Westford Academy server room.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody have any board reports or updates?
About the
Right.
consent agenda.
I'm getting there. The consent agenda, and we have a request to approve the following. Use of the town common and bandstand for free body weight and mat fitness class. General license for Witches Woods. I would actually like to take that out of the consent agenda. I've got some questions. Let's just vote on the request to use the common and the bandstand for free body weight and mat fitness class.
That's my motion to approve.
I will second. Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
And aye. The request for direction on Carlisle Road Sidewalk project, an update on the Littleton Road widening project.
Carlisle Road between Littleton Road and Liberty Way. There was some concerns expressed from abutters. The board asked the engineering department and the pedestrian safety committee to go back to the drawing board. We came up with another option which eliminated some of the opposition. Pedestrians will still be able to walk up to the traffic lights at Littleton Road, cross, and then walk back to Paul's Diner. To advance this, we would need some authorization to seek some funding.
The funding that we've currently come forward with and would hopefully be approved at our next town meeting would be sufficient to complete the construction.
Will bike lanes be painted on both sides?
Will not be providing bicycle accommodations on this particular stretch of Carlisle Road, no.
would this be an opportunity to look at burying the wires underground?
It's very expensive. It would more than double the cost of the project.
What you're looking for is authorization to continue with the next planning phase.
Correct. And then we
That's my
will
motion.
go get some funding.
I'll second that motion.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
The second update is a peek into the future as we advance to the 25% design stage. A one-way, two-left turn lane in the center of Route 110 between the Westford Regency and Powers Road. Sidewalk or pedestrian and bicycle accommodations by use of a shared use path, as well as a sidewalk all the way up to Powers Road. It will also connect all the way to the 99 and in the other direction all the way out to Tadmuck Road. When we complete the Boston Road project, you will be able to walk from Bach Honda all the way to Town Hall. If you want to be one of the cool kids in Westford, you better learn to walk on sidewalks.
We have a request to approve the amended town common and bandstand usage policy and a new flag display policy.
If you install a permanent flagpole, you would have the ability to decide what flags go on that flagpole.
But I don't think flag etiquette will allow you to put any other flag on a flagpole that's used to display the American flag.
It would be you flying a second country's flag on a second flagpole at the same height as the U.S. flag.
Scott's suggested addition retains the protection I was concerned about, and then also resolves this issue of conflict by saying that you're not going to fly it on a flag that is customarily for the American flag.
If your intent in paragraph 5 was to ensure that this policy does not establish a policy with respect to the installation of new flagpoles, why can't we just say that in a simple sentence?
I would push to move to a motion here based on Andrea's edit.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
I'm abstaining.
Aye.
Aye. Back to the town common and bandstand policy.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye. The request from the Westford Climate Action for Select Board to sponsor their non-binding climate action resolution on the warrant at our upcoming special town meeting.
Technically, they're supposed to get a citizen petition and 100 signatures.
If the right course of action is a citizen's petition, then why don't we just do that?
I'm concerned with sort of my sense of fairness. Other petitioners have had to get signatures. We're saying somehow this is different. What it does is directs the Board of Selectmen to charge a committee to look at energy self-sufficiency. Why would we go to town meeting to ask them to direct us to form a committee? Just form the committee.
We need to bear that in mind, that if we're going to do this, it needs to be available to anybody. We can't just limit it to Westford Climate Action Group.
We thought this would be the safer way, but I am confident that we can go out and get 100 signatures.
Old and new business, consider establishing a select board proclamation policy. Is it the pleasure of the board to actually formalize our policy or to continue to do it on an ad hoc basis?
Proclamations is purely our will or not. So I don't think we need a policy that explains to future boards what their will has to be. Let future boards have their own will.
So we have a request to appoint election officers.
So moved.
There's a second?
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye. Request to approve 2020 annual reappointments for committee and board members.
So moved.
Second. Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye. Request to increase the town and school safety task force membership and appoint Albert Prescott.
So moved.
There's a second?
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Now we are back at our consent agenda to discuss which is wood.
As we all know, this is anything but a typical year. Operations such as Witches Woods are in fact allowed to operate, but will have to do so in accordance with very strict state conditions and those of the local Board of Health. We have provided a standard operating procedure which we believe meets those state guidelines. For this year, we are proposing to limit the attractions to 1,200 visitors per night. We are running under a significant time crunch. We really need to know that we can continue to move forward.
1,200 people in a 7-hour period is 170 people an hour. I am struggling with how this is possible. The last thing I want to do is to impede business any further. I need to hear more.
But as I recall, the governor's guidelines is still a limit of 100 people.
I was on a conference call with the Lieutenant Governor today. It's actually 50.
If we act upon this on September 8th, is it still something that you could live with?
Well, we'll have to. We'll make it work.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
It's all in favor of adjournment. Thank you, Westford. Good night. Everybody stay safe.